Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and the beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please press the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Part 1, the DNA envelope that rocked Los Angeles. It was supposed to be a quiet evening at the Cliff House. Steffi was lighting candles. Finn was reading a medical journal. The children were asleep. But then came the knock at the door that would change Finn's life forever. Lauren Fenmore, yes that Lauren, fashion powerhouse and longtime frenemy of the Forresters, arrives unannounced with a sealed manila envelope in her trembling hands. "I didn't know how else to do this," she says. "You deserve the truth." Finn stares at her. Confused. Curious. Cautious. "What truth?" Lauren's hand shakes as she offers the DNA test. "You're not who you think you are. Sheila Carter isn't just a stain on your life, she's a cover story." "Finn, you're my son." Bomb Part 2, Flashbacks, Fakery and 40 Years of Lies. As the results sink in, we get our first massive flashback montage, a young Lauren, seduced and manipulated by a shadowy doctor in a secret fertility clinic. A mix-up. A betrayal. A child she was told had died, a lie orchestrated by none other than Sheila Carter herself, desperate to cling to motherhood and cover up a scandal. What really happened? In a shocking twist, Sheila wasn't Finn's biological mother after all. She stole him, raised him as her own, and created a web of lies so intricate that even Jack and Leigh Finnegan were caught in the deceit. And Lauren? She's carried the pain for decades. "I always felt like a part of me was missing," she sobs. "And now I know, it was you." Face Screaming in Fear Part 3, Forresters in Freefall. As Lauren and Finn reel, the ripple effect begins. Steffi is stunned. What does this mean for their family? Is Finn even a part of the Finnegan legacy anymore? Is he the heir to Fenmore's instead? Her perfect family picture is cracking at the edges. Ridge is furious. How many more secrets are going to destroy this family? Brooke sees an opportunity. If Finn's a Fenmore, not a Forrester, that changes everything, including the Forrester Creations Board. Leigh Finnegan confronts Lauren in an explosive scene. "You can't just walk in and take my son." To which Lauren replies, "He was never yours to begin with." Fire Part 4, Sheila Strikes Back. Meanwhile, in a dark corner of Los Angeles, Sheila Carter watches from the shadows. She knew this day might come, and she's ready to fight. "No one's taking my son from me," she growls. Sheila sets a plan in motion that could destroy Lauren, Steffi, and even Finn himself. She's already blackmailing the lab technician. The DNA results? Sheila wants them buried. And if that doesn't work, she has a backup plan. A deadly plan. Brain Part 5, Finn's Identity Crisis. Torn between the mother who raised him, however twisted, and the mother who mourned him, Finn spirals. He starts digging deeper. More DNA tests. More records. He discovers he has a half-sibling on the Fenmore side, a mysterious figure Lauren has kept hidden for years. Is this person a friend, or a threat? Finn pulls away from Steffi. "I need space. I need to figure out who I am." Steffi's heart shatters as she watches her husband drift away into an identity storm and into Lauren's world. Ring Part 6, Marriage Meltdown and Romance Redirected. As Finn distances from Steffi, guess who swoops in? Hope Logan. Hope has always felt connected to Finn. They share a kindness, a depth. And now, in his time of need, she's there. Liam watches from the sidelines, and he doesn't like what he sees. Another man circling Hope? Not again. Meanwhile, Steffi finds comfort in Thomas, or maybe RJ. The tension leads to forbidden moments, misread signals, and emotional explosions. One thing is certain, the Logan Forrester Finnegan triangle just got a lot messier. Briefcase Part 7, Legacy Wars, Fenmore vs. Forrester. Lauren offers Finn a seat at the Fenmore boardroom table. He's a doctor, but he's also a legacy now. Fenmore Fashion vs. Forrester Creations becomes the battle of the century. Eric Forrester, watching from his hospital bed, makes a shocking statement: Finn may not be blood, but he's family. His support is touching, but it's too late. The corporate war has begun. Lawyers. Investors. Shareholder meetings. A hostile takeover? Don't count it out. Fire Part 8, The Final Showdown. Sheila kidnaps Lauren in a desperate attempt to reclaim Finn, only for Steffi, Hope, and Lee to band together for an epic rescue. In the fiery climax at an abandoned estate, secrets fly and bullets almost do. Finn must choose, the mother who lied but loved, or the mother who lost but lived in truth. Dove Part 9, Rebirth, Reconciliation, or Ruin. By the end of this whirlwind arc, Finn makes a choice that shocks the world. He embraces Lauren, but doesn't turn his back on Lee. I have two mothers, he says, and somehow I still have to be a father to my children. Will Steffi forgive him? Will Hope make a move? Will Sheila return from the flames? Exploding Head Part 10, Epic Aftershocks, who's next? As Finn's world settles into its new reality, new questions arise. What other babies were switched at that clinic? Is Lauren hiding another heir? Will Finn leave medicine for fashion? Could this bombshell finally bring down Sheila Carter, for good? Microscope DNA drama. Broken heart family feuds. Firecracker betrayals that burn. Lipstick fashion wars. Kiss mark forbidden kisses. Pistol dangerous secrets. Baby bottle and one baby bombshell that might reignite the Sheila saga. The Bold and the Beautiful update for Monday, June 2nd, reveals that Deacon Sharp will reel over Sheila Sharp's secret while Steffi Forrester faces her coming Luna Nozawa ambush. First, on Monday's B&B occasion, Sheila will rip into Luna for indeed suggesting they should exclude Steffi. That wouldn't be an option from Sheila's perspective, at least not presently. Luna may remind Sheila that she formerly tried to take Steffi out in the alley, but that's commodity Sheila now regrets. Sheila understands that hurting Steffi isn't the way to John Finn Finnegan's heart and realizes she brings value to his life. Although Steffi may not be the romantic mate Sheila would choose for her son, she knows that's not her call to make. Finn has made his decision and will no way put anyone above Steffi or the children. Once Sheila tailbacks over Luna hanging Steffi, she'll order Luna to drop the idea. Sheila will reiterate that Luna needs to leave Los Angeles, but Luna won't catch a flight after she corridor ways with her grandma. Rather, Luna will eventually ambush Steffi and Finn at the Precipice House again. Luna may make one final plea for Steffi to open her heart and allow Finn to have a real relationship with her. That plan obviously won't work out for Luna, who will get rejected and ordered to leave formerly more. In the fate, Luna will compass her vengeance as she buys a gun and prepares to make Steffi pay. In the meantime, Ridge Forrester will flip out over the trouble Luna still poses, so he'll stopgap Steffi and Finn understand the pitfalls. Back with Sheila, she'll come clean to Cleric about relating with Luna behind his reverse. Cleric might catch the end of their rearmost discussion or come on latterly and see that Sheila is worried. Either way, Cleric will be thrown for a circle when he gets updates on Sheila's big secret. Although Cleric may be angry over Sheila's deception at first, she may calm him down by averring he was right. Luna doesn't belong in Los Angeles, so Sheila may state enterprises to Cleric about what she'll do next. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Sheila will sweat that terrible news could be just around the corner, so stick with the CBS cleaner. Bold and the Beautiful sees Carter Walton and Hope Logan officially engaged and blissfully happy, but is Carter fated for heartbreak? We're going to talk about the possibility that Hope dumps Carter at the balcony. I don't know about you guys, but this Insta reunion Insta remission Insta engagement with Carter and Hope just doesn't feel to me like the launch of a happily ever later. It feels off and it feels simulated, to be foursquare. Now, whether that's because effects are going to go crazy or weird jotting, I don't know. Carter heard from Hope that he misknew her words to Liam Spencer. Flashback, Carter aloud. Hope was saying she loves him and wants to be with Liam. That clearly sounds like what we heard Hope saying, but also she claimed her station was that Liam's brain cancer extremity made her not want to waste time being down from Carter and she cares about Herrick's husband, but doesn't want to be with him. Despite Hope eavesdropping Carter and Daphne Rose and knowing he kissed the other woman, Carter promised to be faithful and said it didn't mean anything. He said he'd no way look at another woman, and he said he'd support Hope throughout Liam's fire. Inside Carter and Hope's sudden engagement on B&B, Carter just got Hope back and also decided 5 twinkles laterally he's going to propose. She had slightly forgiven Carter, and also he fully shocks Hope when he pulls out this ring. So, how did Carter just be to have a diamond ring in a box at that moment? Was he formerly planning to propose to Hope, or is this a leftover? Is it a recycled ring? It might have belonged to Maya Avant or Paris Buckingham. I don't really flash back their rings. I know it's not the ring he gave Zoe Buckingham because that bone was really big and really flashy. Originally, there was just shock each over Hope's face, and it might have felt too soon to her. She told Carter that she demanded to be conservative, and he knew that Hope wasn't ready, and it surely looked like she was going to say no. But also Carter talked her into it, although it was a hard sell. Eventually, after a whole bunch of pushing, Hope did say yes to Carter. Of course, I suppose Hope loves Carter, but her trust in him has been shaken to its core. Plus, the offer just came out of nowhere and so snappily after they had reunited. So, Hope was a little reluctant, but in the end, she said yes. At the same time, it was enough out of character for her to say yes to a quickie offer like this, whether it's with Carter or Thomas Forrester or anybody. But that's what they're doing on B&B. Brooke, Steffi, and Ridge react to Hope and Carter's engagement news right now. Hope and Carter are both over the moon happy. They run it over to the company, and Hope wasted no time at Forrester Creations before showing off the gemstone Carter gave her. She blazoned their engagement to Brooke Logan, Steffi Forrester, and Ridge Forrester. Of course, Brooke is rapturous for both of them. Hope's mama thinks Carter is Hope's fortune and will make her happy. Steffi wants to be happy for Hope, and I suppose she's to some extent, but Ridge and Steffi shifted a look at the news. Ridge and Steffi both feel a little nervous about Hope and Carter's reunion. Just that in itself, no way mind the engagement, which surely has them nervous because when they were together, that's when they stole the company from Steffi, Ridge, and Eric Forrester. To her credit, Steffi is really trying for Hope's sake. Ridge is also playing nice, and he admitted he wants Hope to be happy. And of course, Ridge wants Carter happy because that's his stylish friend. So, right now, everything's going great. Carter's engagement track record, will he ever say I do? But I do have to wonder how long it's going to last. As happy as Hope seems, it feels like she was dragooned into saying yes. Perhaps that wasn't Carter's intention, but who knows? Because he's a periodical proposer who no way manages to get all the way to I do. 3 engagements, but no woman. Not yet. Not ever. Yes, he loves Hope and has the stylish intentions. But flashback his last engagement on Bold and the Beautiful? That one blew up at the balcony, too. But Carter did the ditching. However, Quinn Fuller showed up just as Carter was saying his promises to Paris, if you recall. Quinn said she loved him and asked him to walk down from his bridegroom, and Carter did it. So, I've got to say, because of that alone, if Hope dumps Carter at the balcony, it's a little slice of air to go with the marriage cutlet. Discharging Hope's decision to marry Carter, let's consider just snappily also why exactly Hope said yes to Carter's offer. We've heard Liam tell her over and over he wants Hope to get back with Carter. And Liam was just explaining to Finn why he's pushing that. Because Liam's dying, he wants to make sure each of his spouses has a good man in their life to help raise his daughters. And Hope has heard that echoing in her head from Liam. However, the bone from Thomas, he walked down in wrathfulness and he left the country, and that was it, if you flash back the last time Hope turned down an offer. So Hope may not want to risk losing Carter the way she lost Thomas. And of course, Carter would be an awful stepdad to Beth. But indeed so, yes wasn't the answer that Hope wanted to give Carter. Rather, it felt to me like he dragooned her, and also she had that pressure from Liam and the consequences of saying no. That was a little bit of pressure that was kind of spooking her. But that doesn't mean that Hope's going to say I do. Not at the end. Reasons Hope might not marry Carter on Bold and the Beautiful. First, it seems like Liam is going to do the chemo and radiation protocol. We know Bridget Forrester is back soon, and she may be part of Liam's treatment platoon. And if he recovers, that's going to change effects for Hope. That's just a fact. She may realize she's still in love with Liam and she wants to be with him now that he's not under a death judgment. Second, those dubieties about Daphne might crop up again. I'm not sure the nose is gone for good and Carter was really tempted. And third, Deacon Sharp doesn't want Hope with Carter. And if Liam lives, I anticipate Deacon will press her towards Herrick's husband. Plus, from a bold and the beautiful perspective, Carter no way ever gets the girl in the end. Indeed, Quinn, who came back for him, ditched him ahead all was said and done. Air on B&B? The possibility of a Hope and Carter wedding interruption, so Hope may not go through with marrying Carter. They might plan the perfect marriage day and Hope makes it all the way to the altar. However, they'd have Liam interrupt the marriage and ask Hope to choose him and it would each come full circle like what Carter did to Paris and it would be done to him and he could be crushed on his marriage day. If Bold really wanted to do commodity karmic, however, poor Carter would be devastated if Hope walks down on their big day. So, still it happens, before the marriage, during the marriage, after the marriage, I just do suppose Hope is in this with Carter for the long run. And to be honest, I do suppose she's going to go through with a marriage to Carter. I do suppose she'd leave him to be vicious, but also again, in the end, I just do see Hope getting a happily ever after with him. The Bold and the Beautiful bombshells for Monday, June 2nd, Sheila drops a secret, Luna plots revenge, Hope and Carter's engagement shocks the Forresters. In the latest twist-heavy episode of The Bold and the Beautiful airing Monday, June 2nd, viewers will be treated to a dramatic cocktail of betrayal, forbidden love, power plays, and looming danger. The Los Angeles-based soap opera is going into overdrive with fiery confrontations and unexpected secrets that will shake up Forrester Creations and the entire canvas of characters. Get ready, because the drama is coming fast and furious, and we have a full breakdown of what to expect, what it all means, and what bombshells are just around the corner. From Sheila Carter's latest secret revelation to Luna Nozawa's spiraling obsession, to Carter Walton's surprise proposal to Hope Logan, here's everything going down on Monday's jaw-dropping episode and why it matters. Sheila Carter draws the line, no more Steffi targeting. The episode opens at Il Giardino, where Sheila Carter is at her boiling point. After weeks of quietly scheming behind Deacon Sharp's back, Sheila finally confronts her granddaughter Luna Nozawa about her increasingly erratic obsession with eliminating Steffi Forrester. Luna crosses a major line when she suggests that Steffi be removed from the equation so she and Finn can be together. But Sheila, yes, that Sheila, draws a boundary. Despite her complicated history with Steffi, remember the alley ambush? Sheila's tune has changed. Now, she says she regrets ever trying to harm Steffi and understands that Steffi is central to Finn's happiness. It's not about liking Steffi, it's about loving Finn, and Sheila finally gets that hurting Steffi isn't the way into her son's heart. As Luna doubles down, reminding her grandmother of the violent past, Sheila lashes out and demands Luna drop the idea entirely. Furthermore, Sheila reiterates that Luna needs to leave LA immediately. But of course, Luna has no intention of backing down. Luna ambushes Steffi and Finn once again. After her confrontation with Sheila, Luna heads to the Cliff House, where she makes one final desperate plea to Steffi. She begs Steffi to consider letting Finn have a relationship with her as his half-sister. Luna insists she wants peace and family unity. But Steffi isn't buying the act. Finn backs up his wife, and together, they firmly ask Luna to leave them alone. Humiliated and furious, Luna exits, but the wheels are already turning. This rejection seals her dissent. In a chilling moment, Luna is seen researching firearms and ultimately purchasing a gun. Her plan? Make Steffi pay once and for all. Yes, the stakes are going nuclear. Ridge Forrester sounds the alarm. Meanwhile, Ridge Forrester becomes increasingly concerned about the threat Luna poses. He expresses his fears to both Steffi and Finn, hoping they take precautions. Ridge knows Sheila is unpredictable, but Luna might be worse. At least with Sheila, you know when she's being bad. Luna hides behind sweet smiles and fake innocence. Ridge wants Steffi out of danger's path, and he won't rest until Luna is dealt with. Sheila confesses to Deacon the secret bond with Luna. Back at Il Giardino, Sheila is visibly shaken. Deacon Sharp notices and presses for answers. Eventually, Sheila cracks and admits she has been secretly bonding with Luna, trying to be a positive influence. Deacon is blindsided. He's furious that Sheila went behind his back, especially given how dangerous Luna has become. But Sheila calms him, saying he was right all along. Luna doesn't belong in LA, and worse, Sheila fears she might already be out of control. What happens next could spell disaster. Hope Logan and Carter Walton's engagement shock. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, the atmosphere is lighter, at least for now. Hope Logan arrives, beaming, and flashes a diamond ring the size of a small planet. Carter proposed, and Hope said yes. That's right, Carter and Hope are officially engaged. But don't let the smiles fool you. This engagement is already on shaky ground.